you're saying in Abraham all nations shall be blessed. I'm gonna give you the understanding, right? Read that. Genesis 18:18.
Genesis chapter 18 and verse 18. Seeing that Abraham shall surely become a great and mighty nation, and all the nations of the earth shall be blessed in him. For I know him, that he will command his children and his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord to do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he hath spoken of him.
Right, so it's saying that through Abraham all nations are going to be blessed, right? But let's get the understanding of that. You know what I want? Acts 3. So we're going to get the understanding of what that means, right? Because all nations, people will think that all nations means everyone on earth. But I'm going to show you what that all nations goes into, right? Read that. Yeah, start at verse 25. Acts 3:25.
Acts chapter 3 and verse 25.
Come on.
Ye are the children of the prophets and of the covenant which God made with our fathers.
Right. So it says, ye are the children of the prophets and the covenant which God made with our fathers. So already you see it's personal. If we're talking and I say our fathers, am I talking about everyone else's fathers or just our fathers? It's a particular people we're talking about, right? So read it from the top.
Ye are the children of the prophets.
It says, ye are the children of the prophets. Who are the children of the prophets? Because we need to understand the context we're talking in. Who is the children of the prophets? Because once you understand who the children of the prophets are, then you know who this is talking about in Acts 3.
Right.
You'll be able to know, okay, when we read this, who our fathers are now. You'll be able to get the context if you know who the children of the prophets are. Right. So do you know who the children of the prophets are? Children of Israel, right. Let's get that real quick. Read that. What's that? Amos 2:11. Get me that. Because once you know that, now you know the context, right, that it's going to go into where it says all nations shall be blessed. And what it means by all nations shall be blessed. Because if you look at it like this, if you go back to Abraham, yeah, you said through Abraham all nations shall be blessed, right? But there's some nations that came into the earth that never came through Abraham.
You know? Right.
So how would that work? Exactly. So if it says all nations shall be blessed through Abraham, if it's now through Abraham, the nations that came outside of Abraham, are they going to be blessed?
All nations through Abraham.
That's what it says.
Through Abraham.
Right. So who is the through Abraham now?
But someone else, it doesn't mean they're all from his bloodline. You understand?
That's what it means.
Bloodline.
That's what it means. It's talking about a particular seed of lining that it runs through. I'm going to show you. Read that.
Amos chapter 2 and verse 11. And I raised up of your sons for prophets, and of your young men for Nazarites.
So it says, I raise up of your sons for prophets. Read.
Is it not even thus, all ye children of Israel?
So the children of the prophets are the children of Israel. That's who it's talking about. Go back to Acts 3. Because you need to understand, right, that when it's talking about all nations shall be blessed, it's not talking about the whole world, my brother. Read that.
Acts chapter 3 and verse 25. Ye are the children of the prophets.
So it's talking about the children of Israel, read.
And of the covenant which God made with our fathers.
Out of the covenant which God made with our fathers.
Right.
Now who's the our fathers? Jump up to Acts 3 and verse 13. Acts 3 verse 13. It's going to tell you who the our fathers are. Read.
Acts chapter 3 and verse 13. And the Lord of Abraham and of Isaac and of Jacob.
And the Lord of who?
Of Jacob. The Lord of our fathers.
So read the three names again. Read the verse from the top. Who is it?
The God of Abraham and of Isaac and of Jacob. The Lord of our fathers.
Right. So when it says our fathers, it's talking about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
That's the seed that shall be blessed.
Right.
That's not all children of
I'm gonna show you. Right, read on.
Have glorified his son Jesus, whom he delivered up and denied him in the presence of Pilate.
Right, so it's saying that Christ came for those. the children of Israel. Go back to verse 25 now, read.
Verse 25. He are the children of the prophets.
So the children of Israel, read.
And of the covenant which God made with our fathers.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, read.
Saying unto Abraham.
Saying unto who?
Unto Abraham.
Read.
And thy seed shall all kindred of the earth be blessed.
Right, which is what we read in Genesis 18. But now we're getting an understanding that that's the children of Israel. It says the sons of the prophets of our fathers. We found out who our fathers were.
Right.
It's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
So now we're singling out that lineage, that line that is going into. Read.
Unto you first, God, having raised up his son Jesus, unto him to bless you, in turning away every one of you from his iniquities.
Right, read that from the top, verse 26.
Unto you first, God, having raised up his son Jesus.
So it says, unto you first. Right, unto you first. So who did the word go to first? Get me that. You know what I want? Zechariah 12. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you because it says unto you. It says unto you first, right?
Bro, all of that, man, get it. But what I'm trying to say.
So what are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is that it doesn't mean, because as I said, if you read Revelation, because I can see Revelation here and there. Obviously, if you read Revelation, it talks about every tongue, every tribe, every nation will be in white robes, standing before the Lamb. That's what I'm saying. So how do you mix that up with just Israel, bro? You understand?
So I got you. I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Read it. You said Revelation 7 and 9. Go on, read it. I'll show you. Because when you say that every tribe, right?
That can't be just Israel.
So you're saying
No way.
that can't be just Israel. But in that context, are you talking about getting to the kingdom and reigning, or just being in the kingdom?
No, it talks about them. I know it says something about white robes, isn't it? And it talks about, because also if you read Matthew, it talks about some of the children of Israel, they'll be cast into outer darkness because they didn't obey. So they'll be cast away. Even the patriarchs of the kingdom. Who's the patriarchs of the kingdom? Like Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. It says their children will be cast away because they didn't take heed. That's what I'm saying. So then if you fast forward again, Revelation 7:9, it says, boom, there will be like tribes, tongues, other nations that will stand before the Lamb in white robes, isn't it?
Okay, but what does that mean? Are you saying that they're gonna get the kingdom and like?
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Because basically, what I'm trying to say is that they're all gonna be white robes. Like not everyone, obviously, and the people that obeys the Lord, innit? So what I'm trying to say is that obviously I'm not saying everyone, but people that obeys.
So you're basically saying whoever obeys the Lord can get to the kingdom of heaven.
Obviously, you got to obviously obey the Lord, innit? Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
It
doesn't matter what. Like, you can't be sick because it's not just down to tones, you get me, skin. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I haven't mentioned skin color.
It comes down to nation, innit? It doesn't matter what nation you are.
Exactly.
Obviously, what you're saying, man, understand what you're saying. But there's also people that's grafted in.
Okay, I got you.
Alright,
Alright, read that. Revelation 7 and 9, listen.
Revelation chapter 7 and verse 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations, and kindreds, and people, and tongues, stood before the throne, and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, and palms in their hands. And I cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our God, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb.
Right. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're saying, in that terms, is everyone can get the. So because you said every tongue, every tribe, etc., etc. Okay. Get me Revelation, same book, 21 and verse 12. Revelation 21 and verse 12. Is that what I want? Yeah, read that.
Revelation chapter 21 and verse 12. I had a wall, great and high, and had 12 gates.
Right, so it said there's a wall great and high and had 12 gates. It's talking about the kingdom of heaven. Right, read on.
And at the gates 12 angels
And at the gates there was 12 angels, right? Read on.
And names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
So at the gates of heaven, you got the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. So when it's going into every tongue, every tribe, it's going into the children of Israel. For example, today, you look at the 12 tribes. Different tribes. Are you telling, do American blacks have the same tongue as the Puerto Ricans today? No, one speaks Spanish. That's what it's talking about. Different tongues, different people. That's what it's going into in terms of getting to the kingdom of heaven. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Because yes, everyone will be in the kingdom, but not everyone will be reigning. There's going to be different levels in the kingdom of heaven. Not everyone's going to be doing the same thing. And another thing, because you said that in terms of whoever obeys can get into the kingdom. But to get to the kingdom, what do you have to keep?
No, you got to keep the law, innit?
You got to keep the law. Who was the law given to?
No, the law was given to Moses. But what I'm trying to say, now I understand what you're saying. Keep the law, but not to a sense of, because everyone's broken the law anyway. Everyone's already broken the law.
So what's is your point that all nations can get to the kingdom?
No, what I'm trying to say is that all nations, as I said, if they repent, and they've got to first repent, obviously they've got to have a change of mind, their mindset. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to no, because what I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to ask you is like, okay, for example, so you don't, for example, someone that's a Greek, you don't believe.
I got you. I know what you're talking about.
Do you understand? So what,
I know what you're talking about.
So you don't believe they could.
What you're saying is you're getting mixed up with the word nations, because you're thinking nations is everyone. But even where it says Jew nor Greek, even when it says Jew nor Greek, what you're talking about, it's still talking about Israel getting the kingdom. It's very simple, but you have to know one, the history of the Jews. You have to know that history, and also you have to know the prophecy of what's going to happen. Like we just read, there's 12 gates for the kingdom of heaven, and the names there are the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Right.
So that's who's going to walk into the kingdom. Yes, there's going to be other nations there, but they're not going to be ruling.
Right.
It's that simple.
Right.
Get that? Revelation 2, verse 26.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Hold on, read that again. For the car was going fast. Read that.
And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
So it says, to he that overcometh and keep my work, to him shall I give power over the nations. But you're saying all nations can be saved. So what power are we getting to be over the nations? Or who is this nations? Well, it said we're going to have power over the nations, but you're saying all nations can be saved.
No, that's what I'm saying. But even with that, there's still context in that.
So that's what I'm asking. What is the context?
As I said, even when you read, what do you call it, John, obviously the famous one, you get me, 3:16, you get me, it talks about all, innit?
The whole world.
It doesn't really single out. Because for me, I know that Israel was a chosen people to see. God used them as a vessel. They were a vessel to spread the word. That's why Paul the Apostle went to different...
Are you saying to the Gentiles?
He went to Gentiles are people that are not of the... Get me? They're the wild branches. Do you understand what I'm saying? Those are the Gentiles, innit? Did he not go to preach the gospel to other nations? Yes or no?
We have to know...
Yes or no?
But we have to know who those Gentiles are.
No.
We have to... Because you're saying Gentiles... But we have to know who those Gentiles are. The Gentiles, let me explain, the Gentiles are the children of Israel still. Where it says neither Jew nor Greek, you have to understand history, right? The Jews went into Greek captivity.
I know about that.
Right.
I know about that, yeah.
So that's why they started calling themselves Greeks. Because when they were in the Greek captivity, they couldn't profess themselves to call themselves a Jew. Why? Because they would be killed.
Right.
That's why it's Jew nor Greek. It's very simple. You just need to know the history and know where to go to in the Bible. Now, with Paul, and you're saying Gentiles, yes, Paul's mission was to go to teach unto the Gentiles. But who are the Gentiles? Like I said, the Gentiles are still the children of Israel.
Not all of them.
It's that simple.
Yeah, right.
You're right. There's Listen. I know what you're saying. Gentiles, there's two. You got Gentiles as in the heathen nations, and you got Gentiles that were the children of Israel that were living under Gentile customs. For example, the same thing with the Greeks. The same thing with the Jews of the time were calling those that were living in Greekish customs, Gentile customs, they were calling them uncircumcision. Why? Because they came away from the laws of God. They didn't circumcise their children. Why? Because they were living in Gentile customs. These are things that happened in the Greek captivity. That's what I'm saying. You need to understand the history in order to know where to now go and understand, oh, the Gentiles is still the children of Israel. The Greeks is still the children of Israel. So when it says Jew nor Greek, it's still talking about the children of Israel. Because when you read up in Galatians 3, the context doesn't change. The context doesn't change. Read that.
Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is